That's what was, I think missing from Miranda and Steve. We're just seeing skid marks, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Your face. I hate that they showed it too. It's like,
hate it, girl. Because I'm about to deal with these diapers. Like, I don't want to, like, you know what I mean?
For real shit. Like, it's just nasty.
It's just hygiene.
Nasty. That's it.
God damn it. Recording, everybody. Hello.
What up?
Welcome to Two Black Girls, One Rose,
where together we'll uncover what we can learn about modern dating, love, and relationships from popular television. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Justine.
And so begins Carrie's self-sabotage of this seemingly glorious relationship with Aiden.
Time after time after time.
Oh, this is where I kind of wish I knew more of Carrie's past.
This is where the half-hour comedy doesn't set them up real good.
For
the format of the show.
Because, like, we know, right? We know Big and how terrible he was or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it also seems like there's, like, pre-Big stuff. Yeah. And, like, a pattern or a history of fucked up relationships or guys giving her the runaround or toxicity that I wish we knew a little bit more of it. Because we're kind of just watching her, like, self-sabotage, seemingly based off Big and, like, her traumas from that, which makes sense because he was terrible. But yeah, I just had that yearning enough, like, damn, I wish I knew a little bit more backstory to Carrie.
Yeah. Because I don't know why it's this bad publicly.
Yeah.
Privately, I understand, but she's publicly out with him. Like, what's wrong with you? I can't date you. Like, what, girl? This is a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. But yeah, what are your thoughts from this episode?
Yeah, this is the episode where I started to turn on Steve.
Really? Oh, yep. God, yeah.
Girl, this is strike three. Three. First, he had no house. Forgive that. But he did have a house, but he's like seemingly moved in with like no problems at all. No roadway moving truck, no nothing, right? So that was weird. Then he didn't have a doctor.
Oh, he didn't last episode. Yeah.
And he didn't know what chlamydia was, and he was all scared to go to the doctor and all the rest of this. He's a big old age. Fucking all these people and didn't have a doctor. So that was strike number 2. Now number 3 with the skid marks, you out. 3 strikes and you are out, Steven. No.
Too old to be having these skid marks.
You're too old for all 3 of these things.
All 3 of them combined. Oh my God. How are you at this big ass age and don't know how to wipe your behind? That don't make any sense to me.
And leaving it out. Aren't you embarrassed?
That's what I'm saying. The nerve to be having somebody else doing your laundry and you don't wipe your ass.
That's disgusting.
That's so gross.
That's so gross. I don't know if I can come back from that. That's like really bad.
After I see that, oh no.
Yeah, right?
That's so gross.
No. So now I see what the girls are talking about with Steve when they're like, Steve wasn't shit. Steve was there to like manipulate her and her dreams. Now I'm seeing it.
Seeing signs.
Yep, seeing the signs.
Oh Lord.
And then I'm also just very excited to talk about with this episode because Carrie was so self-sabotaging, seemingly out of nowhere. Samantha had like no plot line, but really Charlotte. Which is excited, and a little bit of Miranda as well. Excited to talk about the monotony of relationships and how they can feel mathematical.
Oh,
that really doesn't like work with romance, even in a city like New York, where it's a city of odds.
Okay.
Very excited to talk about that. But that's it for this episode. What about you?
Yeah, I was loving watching Miranda and Steve's little boring love nest. Particularly with this episode and like in juxtaposition to Carrie, like trying to find drama, So yeah, that I'm excited to talk about. Yeah, the mundaneness of like being in a seemingly like fine, healthy relationship. And then Charlotte was on one this episode. And we see this is the beginning of her soon-to-be love story with Trey.
Yep.
Who I hate Trey.
I know. And
I forgot this is how they met.
I forgot this is how they met. And I keep forgetting when I see that actor out that this is like a real working actor. I put him in the box of like, that's Trey. That's Charlotte's ex-husband, L.
Yeah.
But he was on all kinds of stuff. He's a
stuff.
Comedic actor. He's like everywhere.
Yeah. I can't name anything, but yeah, we know.
Portlandia is the one that I see him in the most.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm like,
he's Trey.
He's Trey
to me. I can't stand him.
Yeah, right.
Carrie's question this episode: do we need drama to make a relationship work?
What a toxic question.
I was like,
this alone should have been a really great jumping off point for her to have that podcast that she had in season 1 of And Just Like That.
Oh, say more.
I really wish they would have, like, with that fuck ass podcast, they would have just revisited her old questions. And then had her answer them now. I think that would have been so fun and cool and innovative and creative, but not really that much. Yeah. Nobody paid me to figure that out just now.
And that would have made the most sense as a columnist having transitioning into podcasting.
Yeah.
Just drawing on her columns. Like, made too much sense is what it was. So, God. But yeah, excited to dive into that. I could not relate to Carrie at all with that question.
Well, I know what she's saying.
I know what she's saying.
But I know the answer to the question.
Right. Exactly. Why would I have to write a whole column about this girl? Like, no, you don't need drama. But sure. Okay. Before we dive into the recap, I'm pregnant. Woo! I let the cat out the bag on Patreon this weekend, and I'm going to do a little pre-show, a little special pre-show, just kind of chit-chat and giving a little life update for you guys. So if you want to hear this little pregnancy life update, as well as watch this episode without ads, on video, all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/2blackgirls1rose. Right now, you can also try the 7-day free trial. Shout out to the Rose Garden. Love you. Okay, this episode is called Drama Queens. So, Carrie and Aiden, they've been dating for about 3 weeks now. She keeps waking up, like, out her sleep, full anxiety attack.
Terrorized.
And she realizes because it's the first time she's been in a relationship where nothing is going wrong. So, ladies are at brunch, and she's like...
I mean, it's just smooth sailing. Nothing but calm seas and blue horizon. As far as the eye can see, we have fun together. We mesh. And this is a problem? It feels odd. This is effortless. It's freaking me out.
Miranda's like, well, me and Steve are like very comfortable and boring, and she's loving it. Samantha advises Carrie that if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
It is.
And then Charlotte is like,
I don't believe this. Now we're dumping guys for being too available. This is all solid proof of what I've been reading in this great new book. It says that if you really want to get married, you shouldn't be spending so much time around dysfunctional single women.
This is so... I act like a lady, think like a man.
Definitely. And the book is also saying how, like, the bachelor friends of her married friends, or the bachelor men of the married friends, are the greatest untapped resource. And so she's going to start befriending the husbands of her married friends. So this episode, we see Charlotte. She goes out to dinner with a married couple, a friend of hers, and she declares to them this is her year she's getting married. And then just flat out asks the husband if he has any friends. At first, he says no. He's very hesitant, like, I don't know. And the wife is like, oh, what about Phil? How about Phil? And he agrees, but he's like very reluctant the whole time.
Yeah.
And Charlotte doesn't even see that. She's just like, let's get it together. Let's get it done. So she's calling Dennis all week. Leaving messages at his office, at his house, like just desperate.
It's urgent. Please call me back. I have tickets to the opera. Call me back, girl.
Calling Phil, her future husband. Like,
yeah.
So desperate to get on this date with this stranger. So she ends up taking Carrie to the opera instead. Next black woman we see with lines, Aida, the opera lady singing.
Yes, that's right.
And right before they go into the opera, she calls Dennis and is about to leave one more nasty message when he answers. And he said he'd been away on a business trip, and Phil will meet her tomorrow, 7:30. And Charlotte's like, oh my God, yes. So now the next night, 7:30, she goes to the restaurant, and Dennis shows up.
What's wrong? You couldn't trust me alone with Phil?
I never called Phil. I didn't want you to meet him. I think I'm in love with you, Charlotte.
I could tell that from the first dinner. I was like, oh, God.
Oh, really?
Oh, when he started blaming the wife, and he was like, oh, you think Phil's cute?
Oh, yeah. So Charlotte slaps him, runs out, trips and falls in front of a cab. The guy that comes out of the cab to rescue her is Trey. Charlotte got her cute little meet cute. This is exactly the meet cute for Charlotte.
Exactly. I know. It's like her plan working out the way she always thought it would.
Which is why she probably leans even more into Trey. She's like, this is how it's supposed to meet my guy.
Yep, like, that's why she married him.
Making up shit. Now, Miranda and Steve, they are living in their boring little love nest, eating dinner, having sex, watching Frontline, clipping toenails, like
yikes,
just living their life. And one day she's doing laundry, comes across Steve's tidy whities with a doo-doo skid mark.
A big one.
Oh my God.
At this point, you throw them out. There's no rescuing.
No,
this pair.
We're not washing this to get this out to wash again. Like,
and to wear.
To wear again. Yeah.
Again. Ugh. Oh my God. This is when I was out. I said, oh no, you gotta go.
Because he gave Miranda the ill setup.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
In this moment. Because how you got your girl doing your laundry knowing that you don't wipe your ass.
Right. In an apartment that is not yours.
Right. Ugh. So Miranda, she's talking to Carrie about it.
It got me thinking. Maybe I'm mistaking falling into a rut with intimacy.
And she's, also noticing, when we don't have a boyfriend, we complain. When we do have a boyfriend, we complain. So she's just kind of like musing on things. Samantha, meanwhile, this episode, she is popping Viagra.
Yeah, that was interesting, I guess. Kind of. Not really.
Not really, but that was happening. Now, Carrie. Carrie and Aiden go on a walk, and she is trying desperately to figure out what is wrong with this man. She's like, why are you single? What are your bad traits?
The shirt that he's wearing is not enough of a bad thing about him.
Ugly ass shirt. That could be it. He don't have fashion sense. You didn't see that.
His hair looks a little like it's giving Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
So she's like, I just can't take the pressure of how perfect this relationship is. And he's like, not even listening to her. He's like, okay, Carrie.
Yeah.
And then says his parents are coming into town and he wants her to meet them. So we see Miranda and Carrie later going out for a walk. Loved Carrie's outfit, by the way.
A little wrap dress.
The little wrap dress with a little like Versace looking gold belt. And then we see the Carrie like door knocker nameplate earrings for the first time.
Oh boy.
I know. Yikes. But yeah, Carrie says,
the irony is Aiden's acting exactly the way I wish Big would have behaved, and I'm behaving just like Big.
Maybe you don't believe it's for real unless somebody's playing hard to get.
Yeah. Which is clearly what's happening. So Carrie starts to wonder, like, if things come too easily, we're suspects, but if they're complicated, then we take it seriously. Like, what is that about? And this idea that we're like raised to believe that true love never runs smoothly. Like, there always supposed to be some like drama or hiccups or whatever.
I don't know who was raised like that girl. That's when, we wish that we saw Carrie's parents or something about them.
Yeah, or saw a little bit more context as to why she thinks like this. Now, Carrie tells Aiden that she doesn't think it's a good idea she meets his parents. Feels like it's too serious. He's fine with it. That's fine. But then she's like,
maybe we should see each other less and then we can miss each other more. It's just, you're so available to me and I'm so available to you. Maybe we're both just too, available.
And that's crazy. You could just be busy. You could just exist and be busy. You don't have to tell him the agenda behind it. You know what I mean?
Right. So she's self-sabotaging. That's really it.
Real bad.
Real bad. About to literally tell this man, don't hang out with me anymore. They're doing too much. So Carrie goes to the opera with Charlotte, as we said. During the opera, Carrie spots Big across the way, looking through her binoculars, just kind of like scoping out the crowd. Big in his binoculars, scoping out the crowd, spots Carrie. They see each other. Carrie goes running out.
Yeah.
Big chases after her, but he doesn't.
Of course he does.
Catch her. Now, Carrie calls Miranda, tells her about the whole thing with Big, and she's now realizing that there is something to having an available man.
I'm realizing that maybe there is something to this available man thing. Now I know I want to be with a man who wants to be with me.
and a good man like Aiden.
This is where I see Walt's commentary on TikTok that Carrie's the worst.
Because this is so annoying.
This is real bad. This is toxic.
Like,
this is
yeah.
toxic. Yeah.
She's like, maybe I do want to be with the man who wants to be with me.
Huh?
Yeah. It's not rocket science. Yes, that's how it works.
You didn't want to be with the one who didn't want to be with you. So that does make sense.
Yeah. So the next day, she calls Aiden to try to smooth things over. He doesn't answer. Mm-hmm. And now she's like, oh, fuck, I messed it up. She's like, what happened? What did I do? So she decides to go surprise Aiden and his parents at the little diner that they're meeting up for breakfast. She tells him that she's decided that she wants to take a leap of faith with him because he is a really good guy. And he tells her he wasn't answering his phone because she told him not to, essentially.
Right.
And then they go in and meet his parents. And that was the episode.
Yep.
Let's dive into this little discussion. So Carrie tells the ladies it's been so effortless with Aiden that it's freaking her out. Why is it sometimes hard for us to trust a good thing? Like, why is this belief that if it's too good to be true, it might be too good? Where's that coming from? Why we do that?
I mean, because you're gonna get mad at some point. You're gonna get upset at some point. You're gonna get the ick at some point if you're with them long enough. But it's not this early. I don't know why they're asking this question this early. It's the honeymoon phase. You don't have to dwell on somebody's faults at this point. Because this is really the only point where you don't have to even pay attention to that. Because you're too dizzy in love and like fucking all the time.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is the honeymoon phase. Like, why are we digging?
What? Yeah. For what? For what? Yeah. But she was always digging with Big, right? Because he would never give her any answers. But Aiden will always give her answers.
Yeah. I think, because I think it was Samantha who said, like, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And starting to plant the seed in Carrie that, like, no, it has to be more of a wonky kind of storyline or whatever. I do think to an extent sometimes TV and movies definitely fuck people up.
Oh, sure.
With this. Because I think all we know on TV is that there are ups and downs and obstacles. And the greatest love stories are, like, never a straight line. It's always, like, some crazy way for you to get back to each other. So when you are hit with, like, a straight line, it's almost like, not for all people, obviously, but the Carries, like, conditioned to find the drama. Like, this can't be it. Like, this, it's not supposed to be like this. Or just, like, when it's feeling good, it's like, oh, wait, something feels off. Which is a strange feeling when something is good that you feel like it's off, you know? That's why I, like, couldn't relate to Carrie, because I'm like, no, when it feels good, it's just good. It should be good. It's particularly, as you said, a honeymoon phase. It should be real smooth sailing at this point.
Yeah. And I would think, as a 30-year-old something, that after a relationship as terrible as Big, if it feels off, it probably is good.
If it feels off, it probably is good.
You should know at that age that you don't trust yourself. And you lucked out with this one.
Oh, with Aiden.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she feels like unsure and rocky and all the rest of this. That's a good thing, girl. Because the last time you felt so secure that you dropped a Bible from the balcony looking for his mama. Like, you should know by now. She didn't
feel good with Big. She felt terrible. The whole time, she felt like she was in treachery.
Yes, she did. She was always anxious with Big, right?
Super anxious, yeah.
But when it was good, it was, like, amazing. Right? And that joy and that high that comes, right? We all know about that. That push and pull. But she should know that now, not having that feeling is a good thing.
Not having that anxiousness.
Yeah.
She should know.
The high of the high, even. The high is never going to get that high. Ever. With this man. And that she should be okay with that.
Yeah. And you could tell she's just never been in, like, a plateaued, kind of boring, safe, nice place. But that also is, like, very unknown for her.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a high, it's not a low, it's just kind of, like, nice in the middle. I was reflecting on Nate and I and our courtship beginnings, whatever. Smooth sailing, no drama, no hiccups. I've said it before, on our 4th date, I want to say, he asked me, what am I looking for? And I swore I was, like, damn near being punked, because I had never I'd come off of dating all these different guys where I was always like, what do they want? Where are we? And like here I'm having what I've been asking for, wanting someone just like putting it out there. What do you want?
Yeah.
But I do remember our first date, the first time he came to my apartment, which was maybe like date 6 or so. We ended up becoming official like that night. And I had I've told you this story. I had a whole note in my phone of questions. Questions I wanted to just like keep. We talked about a lot of stuff at this point because it's been like our 6th date, but we've like marathon dates. We've been spending so much time together talking about all the things. But I wanted to make sure I got some clarity on some real things: race, religion, past relationships. And I had my whole note, and I just knew he was gonna fail one of these. I just knew.
Yeah.
I was going in like hoping for the best, but like totally expecting like one of these things is gonna trip him up, and he's too good to be true. This is not it, you know?
Yeah.
And so I could kind of relate to the idea of like it's hard to trust a good thing when it's just a good thing.
Yes.
Particularly when the stakes are so high.
Yeah.
Your heart, your vulnerability, like my emotional stability. Like I'm feeling real easy and nice right now, and I'm about to have this guy come in and fuck it all up potentially.
Yeah.
And you subconsciously almost want the other shoe to drop so you don't have to continue opening up and being vulnerable with your heart. Just kind of like a fucked up way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
It is in essence like a bit self-sabotagey. But falling in love is so scary. And you know that it requires you to lose yourself, which is so terrifying. And so it's so much easier to just like be on the edge, just waiting for that other shoe to drop so you can be like, okay, good, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Especially when you've done it with the wrong person previously.
Right. So
then
it's like
you have egg on your face and then you look real bad. I can relate to this. I think especially now with the amount of communication that we have with our friends and our people and our peers. I remember not telling anybody about Crunch until we were like fully dating. I remember Juneteenth, his birthday, we went to a protest. I only told Daniela because she was the halfway point between my house and the protest. So I knew if he didn't show up, which I was planning on him not showing up. So I was planning on him already.
The shoe was about to drop. He ain't coming.
Yep.
We do it. We all do it. That's
we
so
do
crazy.
It. Yep. Because we've all been burned so many times, so horrifically.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that is for your mind. It could be that you got stood up. It could be that you've been in an abusive relationship, whatever it is. And I projected all that onto him. He showed up. We had the best day ever. But I remember only telling one person because I was like, I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm not going to tell everybody that I'm going to this protest with this guy I really like. So he didn't exist in even my social circles until way later because I was convinced that it was not going to work out.
You're just waiting for it. Yeah. And why open yourself up to judgment and opinions of others for some dude that's not going to last anyways? Like,
right. He's going to disappoint me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Even when Carrie said to Aiden that she's like taking a leap of faith with him, even that is like a wild thought. Like he's a good guy, but in her head, she's taking a leap of faith because all she knows is mess and bad guys. And he is a leap of faith when you're expecting that there's no way that this could be real, you know, because this is too good.
Yeah.
This is a leap for her.
Yeah. Do you think too, she meant by that when I heard her say that, I heard her say, this is a leap because it could be forever. Did you feel like that too?
Yeah, that could also be it. It's super scary because this feels like if it keeps going like this, then why would we break up? Yeah. Yeah, that could be it. Just scary.
It is.
The most beautiful thing was also very scary.
Very, yes.
Yeah. Now the question, a relationship just needs to be tested. Does it need to have drama? Like, do you feel like a relationship needs to go through complications or be tested in order for it to be taken seriously, is the way that Carrie put it.
Taken seriously. Yeah. I guess like taken seriously by who? But yes, I do. I do think that.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think you have to go through things that put you in an even more vulnerable state than you will put yourself. Not everybody is willing and able to go up front and talk about the like really, really hard things. And a lot of people also make assumptions about where the other person's at. And the hard conversations or the hard experiences that you go through with another person will help you face those things a lot faster than if you were to like volunteer them yourself.
Mm-hmm. But you think the relationship needs to go through it in order for you to take the other person seriously?
Take the other person in order for you to take the other person seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think so. I think that's why so many people say you have to travel with somebody, you have to see how they act at the airport. That's you testing them through something hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think the way I saw it initially, so I didn't think when I first thought through this question that I would need to go through a complication or drama or test or whatever for me to take a relationship seriously. Because I can only draw on my own personal experience. I feel like Nate and I in the beginning, it was very smooth sailing. Like, I remember we didn't really have our first like disagreement until like a year in.
Oh, wow.
And we were just boring in love, having fun. Like, and I took our relationship very seriously.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So I think the way I think of like tests and complications are definitely ways for you to like strengthen your partnership or serve as like great catalysts for growing as like an individual. I don't know if I need them or think of them as like you need it for you to start to take this relationship seriously. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when I think about Nate and I, like our toughest time in our relationship was the Dorson years for sure, when he and I were running a nonprofit together during so COVID happens and now we have to like put this shit online. We got to support all these kids through high school. Like it was just, it was huge. And then not even so much the running Dorson together, but the end when I decided like, I think I want to put this on pause. I want to focus just on the podcast. Like that was the biggest like hurdle, I think, in our relationship and was a big strain on our relationship. Never to the point of like our relationship being at the brink. Like that was never, but it just put a lot of tension between us that was not there before.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have never gone through that. Like, I don't think we needed that shit, you know, for us to take each other seriously.
Right.
But I do think it helped us grow a lot. Like, it helped us grow a lot as a couple, but even just like individually. Like, I really learned in that time how to trust myself. Like, me making a stand, saying, like, I need to choose myself. I need to choose a podcast. I need to, you know, choose my mental health. Like, that was like a test of me learning how to trust myself. He and I thought we had great communication and great listening before. It definitely going through that together strengthened our communication. Made us really figure out what it is to like listen and hear a person, even when you don't want to hear what they're saying, but how to really listen. And I wish I had to go through all that shit.
I know.
Like, I don't think we needed that to get to where we are today. But I think it was, obviously I wouldn't take any of it back because I think it's the reason where we are today. But
yeah, right.
I say all that to say I don't know if I needed those things to take him seriously. I think I took him seriously even in our first year when we weren't even fighting. You know, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Carrie now tells Aiden that he's too available.
Yeah.
And my question for you is, can someone ever be too available, or is that made up?
That's made up.
Because that is something I remember during dating where it was like, you can't be too available. You know, make sure Fridays, you don't do dates on Fridays because that shows that you're too, you're too open or too this, or don't text back right away because that means like, is that real? Is there something to playing hard to get, or are we just making this shit up?
It's a distraction from the patriarchy. If he likes you and you like him, then you'll both make all the time for each other. But if you want to play the games, then play the games because it's like some nigga you fucking. But if you are like, if he likes you and you like him, he'll make the time for you and figure everything out for you. And then you will slot in with him because you like him. But I'm 35. So I don't have time the way I did when I was 26.
Yeah.
You know, to be counting the hours through text messages and doing all the stupid foolishness that I was doing back then.
Yeah.
I think especially being in all-girls school, that really damaged me and my like communication with men for sure. I thought they were so scarce.
Okay.
Because I did not grow up with them. Being available.
Interesting.
Even being in Jack and Jill and stuff, it was like there's none of them around, so I have to like
make this one work.
Yes, I have to make this one work, even though I'm so young. Like, oh my god, it's such trash. There's a real scarcity mentality around dating, and I think it in the world, and I think it starts younger when you go to a single sex environment. And it was damaging for me. For some other people, it's not so much. Not good for me. Especially the competition, I think, with men too. I think with all girls school, there's a competitive energy in the aura swirling about at all times. I don't even think it stops when you graduate. I think when you go back for a reunion, it's still there. I think when you talk to your friends from high school, it's still there. When you go to a small competitive environment, and boys are one of the commodities that are really scarce. And so you really want one. That deeply affected my 20s and how I communicate with men.
Oh, interesting. Huh. So it impacted it how? Like you felt you had to play hard to get, or you didn't because you were like, he's going to go somewhere if I don't?
I felt like I had to play by the rules that you were saying. I had to be hard to get, but not too much. I had to be, but every conversation I had to make the most of, but every text had to be sent correctly. You know what I mean? I just had to do everything right.
Right. All the time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. High school, college, 20s, definitely. Carrie and her grown ass doing this. This made no damn sense. Because like literally when she sets this up for Aiden, like you're too available, like maybe don't be available. Then it's just a ploy for you guys to start playing games where there were no games before. Now he's not answering the phone because you told him not to. And now you got him playing this dumb shit that you about to lose a man. You about to lose a good man doing this shit, you know? And so that was irking the hell out of me. I think you reach a certain point, which is why I couldn't relate to Carrie on this because I'm like, you too wrong for this. I think you definitely reach a certain point through dating where you realize your time is so precious. You don't have the time to do this hard to get shit.
Yep.
Or this like, I'm too available, he's too available nonsense. I remember Nate, same thing, our fourth date where he asked me, you know, what's what are you looking for? What are you looking for? Whatever. The end of that date, he was like, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
I literally just said nothing.
See how available you get?
I was so open available. I could look like the biggest loser with no plans on a Saturday night. I didn't give a fuck. I told him exactly what I was doing, which was jack shit. And then we were able to meet up the next night.
But he also already thought you were cool.
But I'm not thinking that in my head. Like, in his head, he's shooting his shot, trying to do whatever. But like in my head, I'm just like, I don't have time to play games, and I really like this guy, so I'm just gonna tell him I'm available. But imagine if I said, "Oh no, I have
no."
And he went out that night and met some other girl, whatever. Like, you never know. So it's like, why waste time like this?
Yeah. Well, he made you feel safe enough to say that answer.
That too. That too. Yeah.
Like in dating, there's some guys who don't make you feel safe enough to say that answer. You want to feel like they always want to feel on edge and chasing you. So you always want to be running because they want to chase you.
True.
And I will say and preface this, I have never had a father figure not have time for me. It could be 2:00 in the morning. I call my father, he will answer the phone. Hey,
what's up?
What's up? Like cheery. Hey, how many times he picked me up from the train? Drunk, girl. Drunk from happy hour. Wendy's, McDonald's. Okay. All right. Like I've just had, and he treats my mother the same way. So I've just seen this. And so it doesn't, the opposite looks unfamiliar to me. Not this. So I'll preface that.
Yeah, that is true. Now, Charlotte. Let's chat about Charlotte.
Yes. I'm excited to chat about Charlotte, her math.
Her mathematics.
Yeah.
So first I want to talk about this book she's reading. So she's reading this book that is telling her to stop spending time with dysfunctional women and then to actually spend more time with her married friends. And she says the single men of married friends or the Bachelor friends, of her married friends, are the greatest untapped resource. So she now starts this whole ploy to start befriending the husbands and finding out who, there are. What do you think of the strategy to find a man?
I think it's like one of the many that came out during that time. I think during this time there was a lot of books, a lot of self-help books. There was like a big push for these with no psychology backing whatsoever. I think we stopped at Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. I think that was the last one to come out.
Oh.
And then we started getting into podcasting.
Podcasts, yeah. No, it's podcasts.
Yikes. Yeah. But this was a big thing. These books that tell you how to get married, tell you how to have a man, tell you how to do this. The most untapped resources with no location. Like, there's no demographics, there's no information, there's no backing, there's no evidence, nothing. Yeah. They're just these self-help books trying to tell you what to do and how to do it. Mm-hmm. And I think they were very lucrative for the time because women were so desperate to get married. There's a lot of women like Charlotte who started just treating it like a math problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yep. Trying to 1 + 1 her way into
love.
Into the love
of love. Oh my God.
And honestly, some of what the book was saying makes sense, I think. Like, it said stop spending time with your dysfunctional friends, which is like a very broad term, but I do believe in like keeping good positive energy around you. If you're spending time with your bitter Betty bitchy ass friends who hate men, you're probably not gonna find a man. I think that's just bad juju. I don't think you're gonna attract the person that you want when you're hanging out with them. You know?
I would agree with that for sure. Yeah.
So I think that definitely makes sense. Spending time with all your married friends over your single friends, that seems pointless. That seems like a waste of time. Unless the only way I could see it working is if you're going out with your like married girlfriends and they are playing wing woman down.
That's the best.
That I could see, you know?
Yes.
Because then they're like actually aiding you on your hunt. But if not, then you're just sitting at happy hour with your girlfriend who's not looking around. And that's not going to serve you. It's better to go with your single girls who are up, available, ready to be out.
Yes. Yeah. And you all can gather and you all can do. See, and that's why being in a group on a girls' trip in a foreign place or in some sort of bachelorette space, both of which I have met niggas. You're in such a positive space. Yes. In one of them, you're celebrating love. You're celebrating your friend's love. Yes. And then in the other space, you are in such a place of like freedom. Everybody looks way better. Because all the people are new, so everybody looks better. And you're just more adventurous, more up to talking. You don't have a reputation to worry about at home. And so both of those spaces make so much sense to me to man. I don't know what they talk about with your married friends doing this, that, the third. What are they talking about?
Yeah. It only works if the friend is down a wing woman. If not, then that is a waste of time, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think of tapping into the single friends of the married husbands? Like, is that?
Girl, I've been trying to do this for years with this one. I've been trying to do this for years. Oh my God. I'm like, no, what?
Nothing.
No. Oh God. I want to do it so bad because I want to play matchmaker so bad with my friends who like are looking.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
Yeah.
I'm always a little worried about the last single guy left in a group.
Oh.
So Nate's last friend recently just got engaged, but he was like the last single guy for a minute. Love him down, but he's very picky. And I love his girl now, love her. I think it makes sense. You know, he had to be picky, led him to her, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But I remember never thinking of him as an option for my girlfriends because I didn't like how picky he was.
Oh.
So I'm always a little worried, draw in the comments if you think the same. Like the last guy left.
Well, you know why he's last.
You know exactly. You know why he's last.
Yeah, that's different.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So then you got to rely then, if you don't know, on your husband, which I do feel like husbands, yes and no. Sometimes they don't know shit because they don't ask nothing. They don't know a thing. But they also, if their friend is a dog, they're also going to say he's a dog.
Yes, that they will do because they don't want their reputation online. They don't want your best friend hating them.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Which is the whole point of setting people up and like doing well by them, which I love the concept of and I would love to do more of.
I know. I do love the concept.
Yeah. My mom has done it like 3-4 times, I think.
Really?
Something crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My cousin set her up with a guy that she was in a like on a board with for like a fundraiser or something. Girl, my Uncle Mark used to show up in a suit every day from the train. And my mother was like, who you engaged to? Nobody? You married to nobody? What? No, somebody's coming to the fundraiser tomorrow. Yeah. And now we have my cousin Charlotte.
Wow. Oh, she set them up. Wow.
Yep. She set them up. She set up another couple at church. And now, is that the same couple where the baby's middle name is her name? She got a bunch of people with her name now walking around.
Okay.
Yeah, some people at church. She does this though. She's a connector.
She's a connector in that
she
way.
Does this. Yeah.
I know. I would love to also. I'm like, always. So I have 3. So weird. Sorry. I'm looking out the window.
Who's there?
It just creeps me the fuck out. I have this Amy Winehouse picture here on the wall. Yeah. Her reflection was through the window. So I just see this woman's face. And I'm like, what am I looking at? Like a mirage of this woman? On. What?
Oh, whew. I was about to say, did she die today? No, it's July 23rd.
Oh, that would be too much.
I was like, no, you have to move. I thought it was in August, though. I thought it was in August.
Oh,
Whew.
my God.
Thank God. Whew. Okay.
But as I'm talking, I just kind of look over and I'm just like, this white woman's face in the window. What is happening? God. Oh, my God. Listen. Yeah, I wish Nate had more single friends. They're all off the market at this point, which happy for them. I don't wish they were single. I just wish he had more friends that were single.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 fabulous single girlfriends who are looking, actively dating, looking for partners that I wish I had somebody to set them up with. I am, like your mom, kind of always on high alert.
Always.
Right? Nate joined this new gym. I'm like, who's there?
Who's there? Yeah.
Who's there? So they're ready. There was one that we was maybe thinking about for one of our friends.
Okay. Perfect.
So we're seeing how that goes.
Okay.
And then I've tried to match a friend before. That did not end very well. In a way that none of us could have predicted. Honestly, we all were blindsided by that. But I am always kind of like on high alert because that is the way that dating is nowadays with this online dating and the fatigue around it. Yeah. I do feel like that is almost like a responsibility of myself as a married woman to be on high alert, to try to find, look on the lookout for viable guys. Yep. Always, Yep.
I agree.
Now, Steve and Miranda.
Wait, hold on. Can we just go back to Charlotte for one quick second?
Yes. Go.
Can we talk about when you started treating your dating life like a math problem? When did you say, if I go out on enough dates, I'll find them? And what was that enough for you?
I think right around when I met Nate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The guy I was seeing, I broke up with him on my birthday. That was a Sunday, I remember. That Tuesday I was on the date with Nate.
You broke up with him on your birthday.
On my birthday. And 2 days later, that same day, I was back on the apps. And then 2 days later, I was on the date with Nate. Yeah. So in my head, I was just like, all right, on to the next.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game. I got to be outside. I got to be outside to be seen. My sister always says, you got to be outside to be seen. Like,
such a funny phrase. I laugh every time you say it because it's so funny.
It's so funny. But it's true.
It is true.
You got to be outside to be seen. So I can't be sitting up here all sad. I'm still trying to, find somebody. So it was around that time where dating was definitely getting I was getting very jaded by it for sure.
Yeah.
And the fatigue was real, but I also was in a steady momentum of meeting people, and the apps were working in a sense that I was meeting each guy got a little nicer, a little better, a little more, I was figuring things out too.
Right.
And so I definitely had the mentality of like, all right, this is not going to take me out. This guy ain't going to take me out. So I got to keep going. So that was probably right there then.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. The answer to this math problem is actually, this guy's not going to take me out.
Nah, you're not about to knock me down for months and recover. Hell no. It wasn't even that deep.
Yeah, rather than a mathematic equation, which is what Charlotte is treating it like. She's like, if I do this, if I do X and I do Y, I will get Z. Like,
oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
That's what she's doing. She's like, that's why she's so intent on calling Dennis every day, saying it's an emergency because this is her husband.
Yeah.
She's never met him.
Right.
Because she's like, I'm doing X, somebody else has to do Y, and then I'll get my husband. I told y'all I'm getting married this year. What's wrong with you? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever treated it in that mathematical formula type of way. Like, I just have to do these things in order to get this outcome.
No, never.
I think subconsciously I always doubted that the apps were going to work. I was like, there's no other way. I got to like try this thing. But I'm like, I can't possibly find somebody on this. Like, I really, honestly, I was like, I'm learning a lot. I'm meeting people. I am going on dates. Like, it's, part of me is like, okay, maybe you'll find somebody, but a big part of me is like, this is the way, So I don't know if I saw it as like, if I do these things, it will equal that outcome. It's just like very much like I have to stay outside because then that increases my odds, maybe.
Right.
Maybe still. I've not been that lucky in love, so clearly I don't know if it's gonna work for me. But
right.
What about you? Did you reach a point where you were like, if I do these things, it will equal this?
No, I reached a point where I was like, if I meet no one, what's gonna happen? That was the point that I met Crunch. That was a great point to be at. Same with
that is a good point to be at.
Yeah, it was great. Same with getting pregnant, honestly. I was like, if I never get pregnant, what does that mean for me? Because it could not happen. And I don't want to be, as we were saying earlier, I don't want to get got. I don't want the other shoe to drop. Right. And that, right? So like, what's going to happen if that's the case? And what's the best case scenario that I can make up for myself? Because this is the rest of my life. I have to live with this. Yeah. Right. And I have to keep explaining it to these goddamn people who keep asking me these questions. When are you going to get a man? When are you going to have a baby? And so, that's where I got to that place. And as a type B person, it makes sense that that's the place that I got to. What if I just do nothing? What will happen?
What will happen? What if? Yeah, I think it's smart for sure to prepare for the what if, because you don't know. I think you can, I try to believe in positive energy and manifestation, and in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm gonna find my husband, I don't care, but like, you still don't know. Like, it's still so unknown, and you do have to, in some essence, I think it would be wise, particularly on the pregnancy front, to mentally prepare yourself for what if I can't conceive. Because you can't control your body.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Steve and Miranda.
Oh, man.
They've become a boring old couple. Yeah. But I'm not mad at it. They're in this little precious little love nest. And I do think this is like the most beautiful bit of a relationship.
Do you?
I think. Like, why? It's the little things. It's the mundane for me that I think is kind of the less romantic, what you see on TV thing. But that is really a huge part of your relationship is the boring shit. It's mostly boring. Like, it's not like the song and dance and the whole romance and all of that all the time. So I think we call it like the boring old couple, but I like to think of it as like the, precious little love nest. And you're like your little your fun little inner world.
Yeah, right.
That is actually really beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I thought of, and I thought this episode was missing, was the creation of that world.
They kind of just arrived there suddenly in an episode.
Yeah, and they're doing the same shit, and it doesn't look like they have any inside jokes. And you and I have talked about like the most hilarious inside jokes that we have with our husbands, and how fun they are, and how much fun they bring us, and the kind of friendship to a relationship that like makes that fun rather than boring.
Yeah.
And they just went straight to boring.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. What's missing of that boring little inner world is a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of, as you said, inside jokes. It's your own secret language. It's your own little culture.
Yep.
On the outside looking in, it looks a lot of times very boring and mundane, and we're just, going to the farmer's market and cooking dinner and like watching TV, whatever. But surrounding all of that is all this little cutesy, fun, your little culture, the little culture that you and this other person like create.
Yeah.
So they didn't really give us that for Miranda and Steve.
Yeah.
That's what's missing.
Yeah. I think relationships, it's hard to do that in a half-hour comedy.
Right.
Excuse me. There's only a few that have done it well. I think Abbott Elementary does a great job with it with Janine and Greg. And I think like The Office did a good bit with it with Jim and Pam. They were always poking fun at them other people. And a lot of interaction with other people, but I think it's the fun part of an inner world is so important.
It is.
When you get to the boring phase.
That's what gets you through, honestly. Because without
creation,
without all the cutesy little inner world stuff, if it's just boring, then that might be a problem.
We have seen this on The Ultimatum.
Oh yeah, they fall
Ultimatum
into
Queer Love. Ashley and Marita. They were sisters. That was crazy. She was looking for this big grandiose this and that, and Ashley was like, "I'm not doing any of that.
I can't be bothered." Yeah.
So they were just friends, really.
True. Yeah. Without it, you're just roommates. You're just friends. You're just two people, just like doing life together, I guess. But like, there's no fun. It is really fun.
Because you get on each other's nerves if you don't.
And you're not laughing. That was another part of the ultimatum. With,
the
ultimatum, the ultistratum.
Ultistratum with which ones?
The really pretty black girl, and she was with the guy who was like kind of mean.
I
want to say he was like Guyanese looking or something.
Oh. What season was this?
This was the most recent season. Hold on.
Okay. With Sandy and
him. I think it was the season with Sandy. Hold on.
Oh, Aria or something.
And
right, and then that guy Scotty.
Yes. And we were going off when we found out he wasn't even making her laugh. She said he had no sense of humor. I was like, wait a second, you putting through all this and he's not even funny or like has no sense of humor? Why are you doing this then? What is there for you to, what are you hanging on to? That was always our thing. What are you hanging on to? You're just roommates. If he's not even making you laugh, if you don't have your fun little inner world that is giving you the warm and fuzzies every day when you look at him, then what the fuck are we here for? What are we hanging on to?
Right.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's a good point. That's what was, I think missing from Miranda and Steve. We're just seeing skid marks and it's like, what the fuck?
Ugh.
So now when she talks about the skid marks, she says she's your face. I hate that they showed it too. I'm like,
hate it. Girl, because I'm about to deal with these diapers. Like, I don't want to, like, you know what I mean?
For real shit. Like, so she says she is mistaking falling into a rut with intimacy. She's like, oh, we're just so close now. Like, we're so vulnerable. I see a skid marks. Like, she's trying to, like, so I guess confuse those.
It's not vulnerability, Miranda.
It's not intimacy either. It's just nasty.
It's just hygiene.
Nasty. That's it.
God damn it.
But my question, how do you and Crunch have been together now how many years?
God. I don't even know. 5?
It's 5 years?
We'll call it 5. I don't remember.
God.
Yeah, pandemic, 2020.
Yeah. Nate and I are coming up on 7. That's insane.
So dumb. What do you mean 7 years?
December will be 7 years, girl.
You know why that's
You're
crazy?
At 5. That's insane.
You know why that's crazy though? Because that New Year's does not feel like 7 years ago. That feels aggressive that it's 7 years ago.
I know. That was 7 years. It's almost, that's 7 years.
Coming
up on a decade ago, like 7 years.
That's what makes it scary, is that we're coming into the the hump over the 5.
Yeah.
Oh my
obscene. God. Absolutely
obscene.
Anyways, how do you keep intimacy alive after being together for so long? And definitely you do fall into, I don't even say a rut, you fall into like a comfortability with a person, right?
Yeah. Okay. This is a hard question for me to answer because I'm in a pandemic relationship. Okay. So there's always been something happening.
Okay. Yeah.
There's always been, either like rampant disease running around outside and we had to depend on each other for literally socialization and physical touch. Or like he couldn't go home for holidays. So he had like our first Christmas, we were together for 3 months. Yeah. That shit was crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah. Spending a holiday together. Holy shit.
Early on. And then, if not that, then there was like a housing crisis. He couldn't find an apartment. We had to like, there's always been like these obstacles that are like so big and so much has changed in our relationship that I have a hard time answering that question, because intimacy is either not created because there's so much anxiety happening. You can't find an apartment, that's anxiety, right? You're moving, that's anxiety. You're planning a wedding, that's anxiety. So there's always been like something happening. So I don't know, because I've always been able to blame it on a timeline, on something making us anxious.
You're saying something happening that prevents you guys from getting into a, like, we're just comfortable.
A comfortable, happy rut. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I could see that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you're always thinking about the next thing or planning for the next thing or worrying about the next thing. Like you're kind of always on your toes, both of you.
All the time. Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to like make it work, make it happen, do the thing. Like it's always. So
yeah.
I know how to answer that.
Yeah.
But what about you?
For me, Nate and I have our date nights. That's big for us. Even these last 2 weeks, we had a lot of family stuff going on with my family in particular. We were hosting all kinds of people up in this house.
So many people in there. Yes.
From a dog to a 92-year-old to my auntie out the hospital to cousins dropping in. Like this house was packed with people, and we held onto our date nights for dear life. We almost like needed it as our like respite. But even without those elements of the family and all that stuff, you know, these last 2 weeks were like unique. But even in weeks where it's like boring, I guess, or same routine, something about those date nights we like hang on to because it gives us like a nice little reset, or just it gets us out of the rut of the mundane of the week to like put ourselves in like a date setting. You know, whether we go out, we try to go out. If not, even if it's ordering in or cooking, like being intentional about this is a moment for us and it's us only, and work is over here and we're not thinking about things, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
Yeah. I would love to know from couples who have gone from working out of the house every day and commuting every day to being in the house every day, staring at that nigga every day. How does that rut affect you? Because I have never not been with somebody who worked from home. And when you go out into the world, you give that person a break. You have a little story to tell. You have an experience. Like there's just so many things that give you a break. And sometimes that rut will really get on me because I'm the extroverted one. So I'm the one expected to leave the house.
Okay.
And now I'm just out of breath right now talking in this chair. Like, like I can't be doing that the same way I used to be doing that. And so that will put a strain on intimacy for sure, being around each other too much
constantly. And
it's just like, oh my God, sometimes it can be really annoying. But I would love to know from couples who have experienced the switch, the COVID switch up.
Yeah, that is definitely a thing. Yeah, Nate and I have always worked from home. Well, he used to work in an office and then has been home since COVID, basically. And then I've been working from home even before COVID. And that's definitely a thing. I think that's part of our date night thing too, is like that is our protected space.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
You know,
talk about work.
Yeah. Try to make it special. Because being in this house all the time, like we're just here all the time around each other kind of constantly.
Yeah.
So like that is like super important to like not only just get out the house, but also like look at each other in a different context also. But that's tough. I think I would love to know what people are saying too in the comments, because that's what a lot of us are going to. Like we're both, two people working from home.
Yep.
When you see each other, you're on top of each other all of the time. How do you keep intimacy alive? How do you not just instantly get stuck in a rut constantly,
Yep.
Got to keep things in the bedroom too. You got to keep them interesting.
You got to
keep things interesting.
Yep.
Again, because of seeing each other all the fucking time, it could be very easy to just like fall into, all right, we just have sex and that's it.
Yeah.
Just like a pattern. Yeah. Got to keep things spicy. My last question. Carrie spots Big and goes running out.
Oh my god!
Is that a red flag for Carrie?
The reddest flag, girl. You should wave.
That's what I'm saying. I would have respected that way more.
Way more. When I go to the graveyard, aka World Trade Center, can't wait to run to that nigga.
Yeah. It's waiting, hoping, almost damn near looking for him.
Can't
so you could
wait.
Just have the moment that you've replayed.
Hey, yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, I don't know why she ran out like that.
Because she loves him still, girl. What you
That's
mean?
really what it is. That's why it's a red flag.
Yes.
God. Because also, you're at the opera. There's so many people. When they finally let out, or even intermission, the chances of you running into him are so low. And then second of all, let's say you do run into him. You could pretend like you don't see that nigga and be fine.
You sure can.
And that will almost be the biggest burn.
Yeah.
When he knows you see him, but you pretend like you not.
Right.
She could have gave herself that moment, but instead she showed him that she cared by running out.
Yes, and probably wanted him to chase her.
Low key, yeah.
Toxic,
yeah.
Can relate, honestly.
Carrie too old for this.
But Carrie's too old for this. Yeah, she is. She's yeah.
Imagine doing that at this age.
Oh my god.
Imagine at this age. She's like 35 doing this.
No time.
Toxic shit. Who has time for this?
Who has time to run out the opera? That's a great night out in New York.
Yes. Saturday night at the opera. You got invited to the opera. You got to dress up and go watch this lady belt Aida. Like, come on. Oh, okay. Anyways, Justine, what did we learn this episode? Do you need drama to make a relationship work?
To make a relationship work? No. But I do think it's interesting what you asked about taking it seriously, because I did agree with that. But to make a relationship work, you need drama. You need the opposite of drama to make a relationship work.
Exactly. Chase boring. Avoid drama like the plague.
Yep.
It is not necessary to make a relationship work. It is not. The thing doesn't have to be complicated. Relationship doesn't have to be complicated for it to be worth something.
Right. Yes. Right.
Yes. So avoid that like the plague.
Yep.
Anyways, sound off in the comments, y'all. Join the conversation on Patreon. We had a couple call outs this episode. Help us make sense of Carrie and these ways. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.